All right, y'all. So the clips have come out from the not tell all, talk back that they're doing here. I guess this is a filler until the new season. So anyway, in this clip, Kody is talking about Mary's catfishing, and he's not right, but he's not wrong. So I'm gonna let's see if I can get this stupid thing to play because it gets on my nerves sometimes.
Meri has struggled ever since she got catfished because she was a victim of the catfishing. She's not being accountable in her own way for the problems or the discussion in that marriage, the discussions that we've had.
Now we're about to hold you accountable, Kody. Now, all my avid sister wife watchers, remember this man said Janelle was not in love with him and she only loves him for his great abs and his six pack. Where is the six pack? Honey, that looked like a keg. The buffoonery, the lying. I wish I could zoom up on that shit. Look at Cody's belly. The lying. You are not in shape, sir. But that just shows you the amount of delusion that this man has. And he really thinks he looks good. But he's right. She hasn't been accountable for the catfishing because she still to this day denies that she did anything wrong.
And I don't know if it's me or if it's something else going on.
It's blame.
I'm not meaning to blame you, Kody.
Then just don't.
I never blamed him. What did I say in this conversation that I blamed?
It's so wild to me the way Kody changes the script or flips the script on Meri. I was glad when she spoke up about that. Oh, I understand.
Speak on it, Janelle.
Yeah, she understood. And here he's like, well, you're blaming.
All he's doing is exposing the sick ways that he has played games with these women. And the fact that they allow these games because these women are stupid. They're very smart women, but they are not street smart and can not spot this manipulator a mile away. And I think it took Janelle 30 years to figure out that he was a manipulator, or at least to have the courage to say it, because she's the only one that has said I think he's manipulating to his face on camera so that we can hear it. And so I like that she's stepping up, but Janelle's not being genuine. Janelle don't give a shit about Meri. And she's got to respond to the show, and this is part of her job. But she could care less. Like when the division of the land was going up, because that's what she's referring to. Yeah, when Meri said, "Yeah, I understand," when he told her he wasn't going to give her equal share in the property, even though she added just as much as everybody else. She was fine when the division of the land, how Kody set it up, her and Robin, because they were quote unquote favorites, got the biggest plots. He gave Christine and Meri some of the smallest plots, took from them and gave to himself and Robin, and she was all for it. And then when it came time for her to build, he blocked it because she took sides with Christine. And here's my thing. She took sides with Christine because she was having a hard time letting go. It wasn't because there was like this undying loyalty to Christine. And then also she only sided with Christine because he started mistreating her children. He been mistreating her, but that's what I don't like is about Janelle is like this kind of like this persona where she's like acting like all Miss supportive of Meri when you want nothing to do with her, and y'all saw how she was getting dragged, and Christine tried to tell her a little bit like, Meri, you're being sweet and being nice and all this shit, and he's still not giving you what you want. Like, move on. She was trying to help her, but Christine should have took her own damn advice.
Me, and she's not saying that.
Is this a cat and mouse game? Is this
Yep,
he wants
that's
her to
exactly what it
say
is. Cat
our
and mouse
marriage
game.
is over? She's not gonna say that. She's never.
He wants her to say that the marriage is over because in that religion, he wasn't supposed to abandon his wives. But he did everything but say that the relationship is over. He pushed them out and then tried to make it seem like, oh, Christine was disloyal, Janelle was disloyal. What Kody did in his manipulative tactic was this. He set up traps for the wives. He gave them unreasonable tasks to do and that were just demeaning and controlling and they didn't do it. And so then that's when he says, "You're disloyal." And so I don't have to be accountable to you. I don't have to be your husband. I don't have to give you affection. I don't have to give you love. And this is why I'm not giving them love and affection, is because they're being disloyal to me. Never mind the fact that I iced Meri out for 15 years, no affection. Like I'm hearing that he would just come over to her house and not even hold her hand, wouldn't even look at her, had his back to her the whole time. And so instead of, taking her dignity back and her power back like Christine did and just getting up and leaving clean, she tried to be sneaky. And she wanted to leave, like, I think what Meri wanted was, she wanted to leave him for another man and show him, like, look, I can meet somebody else. You're lost. But she wanted that immediate gratification right out the gate, out the door. Whereas Christine just moved out first, you know, on her own, and not relied on the relationship. She knew she wanted a relationship, but she moved out on her own, stood on her own 2 feet, and said, "I'm leaving." And he thought she couldn't get any better. Because he kept saying, "She's wanting this life outside of me, and I'm as good as it's going to get." And then when she found somebody else, he was having a fit. And also, he was having a fit because he knew soon as Christine got out of his grasp, she was going to meet somebody. Because Christine's a go getter. David even said Christine stalked him and tracked him down and kept messaging him for a date. That's how she is. She's aggressive.
I'm going to say that. He said the marriage was over. He needs to say the marriage is over.
He's not
I
gonna do
said
that.
the marriage is over. I was fine with doing that. But she's not. She's not that person.
He didn't like. He doesn't like Christine because she took her power back, and she was okay. He didn't like Christine because she took her power back, and she was okay with not being in his good graces, and was okay with not having the quote unquote closure that Meri wanted. Meri wanted like this grand closure and wanted him to hold himself accountable for how she's feeling, which he was never going to do. All Kody does is use things as an excuse. COVID was the excuse for why he was disloyal to Janelle and Christine. Then the catfishing was the excuse. Never mind all the shit that I did to her. The catfishing is the excuse he used. And like I said, if Meri would have just came out and said, "Look, it happened. I was wrong, but I'm single. He has cut me off." And so that's what happened. It's not like it's uncommon, but because she took this stance of, "I'm so loyal and I'm going to stick it out with the family," and kept trying to lay claim on Kody, it made her look bad. But him sitting here trying to rub her nose in it. It's getting old. Like, the shit happened like how many years ago? Now, don't get me wrong, Meri will never live down the banana pictures, but he needs to move on.